All right, guys, it's another Thursday, and it's time for 3-Minute Thursday. All right, so I've had a few people ask about vibration with Hasport mounts and how to eliminate it. You're never going to totally eliminate it because, unfortunately, the mounts are solid, unlike what you're going to find coming from Honda, which has voids in it. But there is a way to reduce vibration and get it minimized. So I'm going to tell you how to do that. The first thing you want to do is, when you have your engine in your car, is you want to support it from underneath, so all the weight's being supported. You can use a piece of wood on a jack underneath, move it to right to the corner of the oil pan, because the engine's a little bit heavier than the transmission, so you want to be pretty close to, about 55% this way. Once you're supporting it from underneath, then you can make some adjustments. What I suggest you do is loosen up the brackets and some of the mounts. So let me show you something about the brackets here. The brackets are designed to have a slot in them. So there is a certain amount of adjustment you can do with the bracket itself. Okay, so you want to loosen up, say for this particular kit, you want to loosen up this mount right here. You also want to loosen up the two bolts on top of the mount. Over here, the adjustment is actually in these bolt holes that go into the transmission. So you're going to loosen those up as well. On the rear mount, there's 2 points of adjustment. On the rear mount itself, you can see these holes are slotted, so it can be slid back right and left a little bit, so you can make sure that you can get the bracket in a position the mount in a position so that your bracket comes straight to the transmission. What you're trying to avoid is things turned sideways or pushed up against the side, because when you're compressing the urethane, you're gonna get more vibration. Now, the other thing is, on the rear bracket, there's also a little bit of adjustment front and rear, okay? So when you put the rear mount in, make sure you don't tighten down this bolt until you've got all three of these bolts tightened down. So once you've got everything loosened up, what you're going to do is you're going to start off over here on the transmission side, and you're going to make sure that this looks square inside the pocket. Then you're going to tighten up that transmission mount. You're going to come over here, same thing here. You're going to make sure that this mount is square inside between the two ears that come up. You're going to tighten down these bolts, then you're going to tighten down the through bolt through the mount. Last, you're going to go back to the rear mount, tighten it down on the subframe, and then tighten this mount bolt as well. Once you do that, everything should be pretty much centered, and you should have the least amount of compression with the urethane, and it should minimize your vibration. But don't forget, there's other things that cause vibration too. Bad valve adjustment will do that, and idle that's too low. So you need to make sure those things are working properly as well in order to have minimal vibration. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. That's been your 3-Minute Thursday, and we will see you next Thursday.